Don't you just love it when a video game that you've been playing for the past 22 years, almost a quarter of an entire century, surprises you with things that you've never seen before? It's like finding out that your grandpa George, who you've known for the past 22 years, is actually the local town pimp. Like, it's right there in front of you, but you've just never noticed. Kingdom Hearts 1, the Kingdom Hearts game that continues to give and give and give. A couple years go by, we find out something new about the game that the majority didn't know about. Now, I don't know what kind of Donald Duck sorcery Square Enix were infusing while developing this game, but this Kingdom Hearts game is on a completely different level in regards to its attention to detail and little secret tidbits compared to any of the other games in the series. We're all familiar with Monstro, right? The infamous Kingdom Hearts world that would scramble anyone's GPS receptors on their 1st, 5th, 14th, 18th, 27th, 44th, 63rd, 82nd, 108th, possibly even the 161st time they run through this world. The first time I went through Monstro as a kid, well, I was lost. All capitals. Like being lost in a supermarket wandering off from your mother to check out some other kind of aisle, likely the toilet paper because there's a cross-promotion going on here with Disney's Lion King. But see, 22 years later, I still get lost. I'm still in the toilet paper aisle without my mother when I go through Monstro. I am panicking. Somebody come find me. Someone call the main person at the front desk. Get them on speakerphone. I don't know where my mother is! So it was recently pointed out over on Twitter by Keycast that there is a way to navigate Monstro, to find your way to where you need to get to in order to rescue Pinocchio and meet up with Riku. This tweet absolutely blew up, gaining 1.1 million views, 20,000 likes, and 840 responses. Now, I'm sure that people know about this. This is probably knowledge in some corner, somewhere in some alternate universe, personally speaking.
I don't know a damn duck about it.
So the correct chamber passage that you're meant to go through glows green, greener than any of the other chamber entrances. Some of the other chamber entrances also have a very slight green glow to them, but the correct one you're meant to go through glows a very bright, very obvious green. The correct chamber is also indicated by a spawn of a green Requiem next to it. And furthermore, this is even pointed out by Geppetto if you talk to him. He mentions that beware of the green monsters floating around. They'll try to drive you deeper into Monstro, which is exactly what you need to do in order to find Pinocchio. However, to get Geppetto to mention this, you'll need to exhaust his dialogue 4 times before this specific piece of dialogue pops up. At first, he'll ramble on about, "I've warned him not to wander off here. He can be a naughty boy. Where in the world has he gone off to? A most interesting substance. Yeah, that's not weed, Geppetto. You can't smoke that." And then he mentions that it helps to use the crates and the barrels that are scattered throughout the organs of this whale as a reference point for where you are. But after that, he will mention this exact tip of paying attention to where the green Requiem spawn, knowing that that is the correct chamber entrance to go into. This is absolutely insane. 22 years! It's like I've gone through David Bowie's The Labyrinth every time I go through this whale and give him a motherfucking reverse colonoscopy! There's actually a medical name for that. It's an endoscopy, I think. Where you go through the mouth instead of the bum. Whatever, man. It doesn't matter. Every single time I would get lost, now I won't! Like, look at the responses to this tweet. They are fantastic. Dude, they also flash purple. You didn't read the tweet! He's saying the ones that are green are where you're supposed to go through. That you didn't read the tweet! Sorry, no, not responses like that. I'll read some actual responses. You're lying. Not me. What? I lived 25 years and didn't know this? After all this time, never knew that. What the fuck? Legit, I did not. Now you're telling me? Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, what?
It's me, I didn't know.
What the f***? I've beat this game so many times and never knew this.
Nope, never knew this. I always get a little lost in this world. I never knew it was that simple.
I never knew they flashed different colors.
People are a little bit dumbfounded by this, myself included. I love that there are some video games out there where fans discover new things about it so many years later. In this case, 2 entire decades. Now, some might say that this is bad level design, as it's not directly explained to the player that this is an actual thing as part of the level to help guide the player to their goal. Most people aren't going to talk to Geppetto to exhaust 4 lots of dialogue in order to get to the tip in hand. However, I say that this is the sort of example of this type of thing doesn't need to be spoon-fed to the player, as the player will eventually, probably after some level of frustration, find their way to the goal throughout Monstro. It's more of a case of rewarding the player if they actually pay close attention to things at their disposal, like talking to Geppetto, or the smaller detail of noticing that the chamber glow is actually different for the correct chamber you're meant to go into. Handholding is definitely more commonplace in games nowadays. Kingdom Hearts 1 certainly does have a lot of that old era mentality into the design of the game itself. I know that there were a lot of complaints towards how Kingdom Hearts 1's world would progress, as if you didn't really pay attention to what was being said, it was sort of hard to know exactly where you're supposed to go to next. After Kingdom Hearts 1, everything sort of became really streamlined. This is why we see such a huge difference in the level design in Kingdom Hearts 1 compared to any of the other Kingdom Hearts games. I, for one, though, think that this kind of thing is really neat. It's because of not paying attention so closely to hand-holding that small hidden details like this exist in video games. I can guarantee you that there is likely still things in Kingdom Hearts 1 that most people don't know about, and yes, we will continue to talk about these as more pop up. It's sort of like this other thing that I noticed with Kingdom Hearts 2 the other day. When I was looking at the Mysterious Tower with a free cam, I noticed that the 3 different staircases are different colors, and they're the red, green, and blue, the colors that are commonly used throughout the Kingdom Hearts games. Generally, these colors are to refer to Sora, Donald, and Goofy, though in this situation, the red staircase here is more so an orangey kind of staircase. I know that some people were throwing around the idea as I posted this on Twitter that this could be more so in reference to Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, as the orangey red is more so of Terra's color, or it could be a reference to Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, as the fairies likely did help in the creation of the Mysterious Tower. Kingdom Hearts is full of really cool details like this. However, guys, that's all for today. I just wanted to spread this. Thank you so much to KeyCast for sharing this information, because clearly a lot of us had no idea about this little detail here in Monstro. Let me know in the comment section down below if you knew about this or not. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything that's going on here. Check out my other garbage social media platforms, links down below. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons. The support means a lot. I appreciate you guys. I hope each and every one of you are having a fantastic day, and we'll talk real soon.